All right, it's Romy with RC Auto Detailing Carpet Cleaning, and we've got our G9 Random Orbital Garitz Garage buffer we're going to be using. With it, we have their pad, which this is their cutting pad. So the orange one we label as number 1. It's our first stage of the buffing round, even though technically number 2 in our process, because the first step is actually claying. So we're going to use our first stage. It's an ultra cut, so it's a heavy cut compound, we call it. Again, we label it stage 1 to go with the pad. And what we're going to see here is Felipe is just going to prep it, so we're just going to throw a little on there just to prime the pad itself and just kind of rub it in so it doesn't sling. And then yeah, there you go. So just kind of working it out. Otherwise, it's just going to absorb the first bit of compound we put on there. So we can do probably a little bit more so it'll not soak in everything we stick on the vehicle. So again, this is part 1 of our 4-step process. If you count the ceramic coat, we call it 5-step. So the first one we did in the previous video was clay bar the vehicle. So we went through with the detailer's clay, went over it. Now this thing is smooth, super smooth. So now this is like doing like 3 different stages of liquid sandpaper for your car. It's just gonna prep it and then get it ready for that clay, for the ceramic coating, which is actually a hard coat that flash cures to the paint, so chemically bonds to it. So we're here, you see the bottle we got labeled just stage 1. With some of these, less is more, because it's just gonna spread and spread, and we don't wanna sling it too far. So to help minimize that, instead of having just a line of it, we're just rub it in a bit. Just helps smooth it all out. We could do it with the pad too, but kind of get you to feel how level it is there. So with this and the buffer, you let the buffer do the work. We're not here. You don't want to push pressure down. The handles are for even control and not for you to bear down on. The pad and the product do the work. So we'll just work this out in a big square as he goes through this process. We'll see him get started. With these G9s and almost any of these random orbital buffers, you want to start them on the vehicle and stop them on the vehicle. It just helps it extend the life of the gearing that's on the inside. And the better you take care of your equipment, the better it's going to do for you, the longer it's lasting. So then cord control is what he's doing right now. We put a whole video on this. You will see another one of our videos where guy didn't get hurt, but it probably doesn't feel good. So always cord control, wrapping it around. Now we're just gonna start with this process. He's just gonna start working it in, cutting off the edges. Remember, the machine does the work for him. So what we're gonna see is we're just gonna go overlap halfway on each pass that we go through, make sure we're getting good even coverage. We're gonna go, however you look at it, left, right, up, down, up, down. We're working the product into the vehicle. See, that's where it is, it's flat. Making sure he's following the curves of the vehicle out. And we're gonna work this in until that compound is just about gone. So we're just gonna do a light white with a microfiber when we're finished here. So we're just going to work it in, probably 2 or 3 passes in each direction, just depending. And then if we need to do another cut, and the way we can see that, it's hard to tell in the video, but there actually is some light scratching on this vehicle. It's just really hard to tell unless you're here in person. Videos don't give you the best sight on that, but I can see them looking here. They're just light scratches, and that's what this is going to take out. We're just not wanting to seal them in with the ceramic hard coat that we put on and until they're finished out. So we're just going to work this over. Again, this is going to be one of 3 steps that we do to make sure that we have a good surface to start with before we seal it with a ceramic coat. And then there is just a prep. So we offer a clean car club. It could be as as easy as just a hand wash and chamois dry. We let you bring it in unlimited times per month for one fee, and at either of our locations in Greeley or in Fort Collins, Colorado. And that's just so we can help maintain the ceramic coat after we put it on. So it's unlimited. You can schedule every week. If it rains and snows, you need to come in twice that week. We set you up. Otherwise, generally about once a week. Keeps it clean here in Colorado. It's December, so it could be we have snow, which we're due to have maybe this evening, tomorrow. That way you can bring it in right before it snows. You can bring it in right after. So now we're just starting and stopping on the car. Again, just helps the gearing. Now we're just going to wipe that section. If you do have to set your buffer down, set it pad up. That's what they're meant for. We don't want to get any contaminants in that pad. We've spent already too much time making sure this is going to be right and smooth. And that looks just, every time we touch it. So washing it, got shinier. Claying it, felt super smoother. This, you physically see the section he just did, is much deeper gloss in it. And that was just the stage 1. So again, we'll come back over and do a 2 and 3. Again, 2 different pads. That we'll do. And then, yeah, it just feels softer and softer every round. All right, this is Romy and Felipe with RC Auto Detail and Carpet Cleaning. We're going to go ahead and finish up all of this stage 1 on this. And then we'll cut over to stage 2, 3, and then we will apply the ceramic. So we'll see you all here in a bit. Again, Romy with RC Auto Detail and Carpet Cleaning. You can always visit our YouTube page if you want to see a bit more. Go to our Facebook for tips and tricks, or you can just give us a call, 970-373-3336. Talk to you soon.